Hello there again. It's your host, Brian, the other face in the crowd coming back at you. Yeah, a little dark out here, isn't it? Well, this is Twilight. It's also Twilight for this area that I'm standing in. This is Pendleton King Park here in Augusta, Georgia, in a kind of inner city. Now, some of you may not know where this location is exactly. Well, let me go on and get to my point. Twilight represents the closing down of things, the coming to an end, a finality. Well, based on what I've been hearing lately, this park that I'm standing in is sort of facing that type of situation. I hear that people are doing things to keep that from happening, but as I hear more, we'll talk more about that. Well, let me get on to my topic for this week. I'm talking about another situation where someone faced, Twilight. Just one more face in the crowd. I'm talking about Aaron, who was Moses' brother, way back in the days when Israel was first being founded and everything. Well, they had received the law and everything, and all the guidelines that go with it. One thing led to another. Aaron was made high priest. He was high priest over the whole nation of Israel. He is the first high priest Israel ever had. Let's think about that. It's a real high position, I bet it came with a lot of perks and things like that, but a lot of responsibility too. Well, for the most part, Aaron seemed to handle it pretty well. Well, until this one day. Well, he and Moses were asked to get the people some water, and there's about 2 million people. Well, one thing led to another. They got upset with the people and they started taking sticks and beating on rocks and everything. Well, they got their water, but they also got a serious punishment dealt to them as well. And as we're about to find out, Aaron's came first. About a month after that happened, God told Moses, Aaron, and Aaron's oldest son at that time, Eleazar, to go up on this mountaintop. Once they got up on the mountaintop, what wound up happening is Moses was instructed to tell Aaron to take off his high priest uniform and all those different clothes that high priest was supposed to wear. And after that happened, Moses gave the uniform, gave those clothes to Eleazar. As soon as Eleazar had those clothes on, those priestly garments, his father Aaron fell dead. No, that was not a pretty sight. And Twilight, even as you see illustrated in my video here, is not necessarily a pretty sight. Yeah, but bear with me. I know it's a little dark out here, but this is what Twilight looks like. Well, let me put the question to you. Have you visualized your Twilight? Your end is going to come someday. Whether you're young or old, it comes for all of us at some point. Let me suggest this. I'd like for you to be ready for your Twilight. If I could just get down to brass tacks and get down to the nitty gritty, I want you, since I'm the guy that I am, just another face in the crowd, and yet I'm doing what I do. Get to know Jesus Christ as your Savior, the Savior of your soul. The Bible talks about that process, and one of the best places to find what you need to do is in Romans chapter 10. Go ahead and search it out for yourself. Yeah, that's right. Go ahead and look into that. Because like I said, your Twilight is coming. Well, my Twilight has come as well for making this post this evening. Well, first of all, the park is about to close for the evening. We've got a process going on, a petition drive, things in the media, different things. We're trying to convince the people not to close Pendleton King Park for good. We ask that you pray for that. In the meantime, I'll be praying for you. that you consider your twilight and make Jesus Christ the Lord of your life. Until next time, I'm going to respond to Twilight and head on out of the gate now. And one day, you're going to be heading for that gate too. Get ready, get ready, get ready for your twilight. Until next time, please be positive in whatever crowd you find yourself in, and be mindful of twilight. Keep your ears and eyes open for it, and get an understanding of the right thing that you ought to do when your twilight comes, or by the time your twilight comes. Well, until next time, this is Brian taking off from you. Ciao.